Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the tribe. We're going to get into a wisdom reading, okay? My guides put it on my spirit to do a wisdom reading, so that's what we're going to do. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for your love and your continual support. Let's see. Spirit, angels, and ancestors, what's going on for the tribe regarding this spiritual wisdom reading? What is going on? What do we need to know? Holy Spirit, angels, and ancestors, what do we need to know, please? We have yang, beautiful energy, yang. Okay. It is a number one, and we did have the shift, right? The reset regarding Aries, and the new moon that happened on the 17th of April, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have why. Okay, so the why is important. With whatever it is that we're doing, whatever we're choosing, whatever we're deciding, we must keep the why to the front, okay? The front of our head, the front of the pineal gland, okay? For us thinkers out there, let's get into the number one with yang energy. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for this message. Let's see what we get. This card talks about the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, and taking the action steps in which we need to take. The yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now, hold on. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come into fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies a new life and is sure that all obstacles have been overcome. Okay, this card signifies a new life and is a sure sign, that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate at this time, okay? You are the shaper of your destiny now. Let's talk about the relationship message. It states circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand in all matters of the heart. There is movement towards your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead, Aquarius. Let's move on to the prosperity message. Projects, partnerships, and all matters relating to your businesses are out of the obstacle phase and onto the make it happen phase. Now is the time to stake your claim and get things done. While you can expect to be busier than usual, this card does say that you have all the energy and vitality that you need to accomplish your goals. Abundance is waiting for you to claim. The protection message says to be mindful of the tendency towards impulsive actions. However, overconfidence and aggressive behavior is not the way to go. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that could lead to an uncomfortable circumstance. Be sure you really want what you are chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. So in other words, choose wisely, right? The appearance of this card is not a cause for for life is all about learning. Practice temperament temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making your moves. All right, but this is a time of action, right? It's Aries energy, right? We don't have to wait. We can move. We don't have to be hesitant. We can act, but we don't want to be hasty. We want to be practical and grounded. All right? Beautiful energy. Let's move into the why, which is the overall energy for this reading. And again, it's the number 31 breaking down to a 4. Okay. The why card. The why is what we're supposed to keep at the forefront. Why are we doing what it is that we're doing? What is it that we want? Motives driving the intention and the power of knowing the why. There is great power in understanding your own motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking the question that you're asking. Why are you looking for this answer? Behaving in this way. And most importantly, making the choice that we're making. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment at this time. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed of intention, which brings to life and holds the potential for growth. Now, in regards to relationships, we don't always know the why. We don't know why we engage in our relationships in the way that we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. They are emotional. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues of the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this, or why did I say that, and spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself? And what does it tell you about others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most important and powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. That question is why. Regarding the prosperity message, knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It is time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of the above? No motive is bad. No motive is good. But having an agenda hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly a loss or even failure. So being clear about your why you want things that you do, it's important, it's essential. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, then change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Okay, beautiful energy. The 4 and the number 1 talks about change. Okay, so we could be changing some things, changing our behavior, changing our ideology. All right, so let's get into it. Holy Spirit, angels, and ancestors, why is this yang here for us? It's a perfect time for us to take action. The cautionary tale here is not to be hasty, but to take action in a grounded way, but take action nevertheless. Why do I feel like you're literally asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I involved in this? Why am I talking to this person? Or somebody could be asking you some questions, and you're giving some sort of advice, okay? You may be coming to someone's aid or someone's help. You could be schooling someone. You're passing on some passing on some wisdom. I don't know, something about windows here. Somebody could be looking out the window, praying to the heavens. Somebody could be looking at the beautiful, clear blue sky. Somebody could be feeling so much more oomph and alive here. Yeah, here you are, the King of Swords. And here you are with the Three of Pentacles. So you're here with the first card out. This is definitely about you making business moves, you having conversations, or you have learned some things. Okay, and again, like I say, you could be schooling some people, or somebody could be schooling you. This could literally be that you're in school, you're in training, you are learning. And I feel like you're standing in your power. Like, I love the fact that the King of Swords is out here. This is making decisions. Somebody is covering their head, okay? There's like a head cover here. So rather this is a do-rag, a cap, a protective hairstyle, or a headpiece like a scarf or a wrap or something like that is what I feel. I feel that you've been doing some sort of digging. You've been doing some sort of investigative work. You've been learning something is what I feel. You've been doing some digging. You've been learning something online. Somebody could be teaching you, or vice versa. You could be teaching someone else here. Yeah, I also feel that your hard work is going to pay off, all right? But it's important. Some sort of lessons has taught you something about patience, all right? And how to take your control back, how to take the reins back is what I'm getting. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is here. So I see you investing in something new, and you know that it's the perfect time. You can feel the energy of Aries new moon. I also feel that you are going to receive great results. You are going to have something blossom and bloom, and you could actually add on. You could be adding something onto it and it works better. Okay, whatever this ideal is, whatever this business endeavor is, for some of you, you're going to be going to, let's say for example, you're going to school. Now you're seeking a job. For others of you, you go to work and now you're seeking something else. You're seeking a promotion. You're seeking a better job. You're seeking, going to school as well. You're doing two things at once. Is compounding so that you can have more. So this works for you more. Somebody's increasing their funds, but it does take dedication. It does take work, and it does take practicality. Something that you're putting together is going to work. You're going to get great feedback as well. And so that's why the cards are encouraging you to take action. But if you notice, these are all pentacles. It's practical, right? It's practical decisions, practical moves in a grounded way. It's not hasty. And with the King of Swords, with the Page of Swords, I'm getting the energy that you are actually questioning, okay? You're questioning, you're finding out, you're digging up information, you're looking up things online, you're learning, okay? And this is helping you to grow. This is going to help whatever this is manifest more, okay? More. Abundance. Yes, abundance. It's easy to get to the 8 from the 10 from the 8. As long as you're dedicated and as long as you're focused. Wherever you are putting that energy, it is going to grow. If this is a relationship, it's almost like you're all in. You've learned something about your partner is learning something about you, and you're ready to add more. You're watering this so that it can grow and it can be something beautiful. It's definitely something you can work with, is what I'm feeling. is what I'm feeling that you feel. Like, I could work with this. Okay. Let me add some more to this so it could really, you know, grow, blossom, and bloom. So something that can, so something can prosper. You may be choosing your words. It may be important to choose your words the right way. You have to learn, that's what I'm getting. It's important to learn how to get your message across, okay? Or that's what someone is trying to figure out with you. They want to get their message across so that you are receiving it, so that you guys can work well together. If this is about you creating something, you could be learning more so that it works better for you. With the world here, I do feel that you're going to have something to, I want to say, to celebrate. There's an accomplishment here. There's a level up, is what I'm getting here. Whatever you don't want to, you know, do, once you think about the why and be intentional about why you're doing things, why you're dealing with this person, why you're doing this business, why you want to start something new, why you want to leave something behind. If you're thinking about that kind of thing, I feel like you're going to get a fresh perspective. And I feel you're learning something, not only about yourself, but about whatever this is that's going to help you create the why. You know, it's going to help you, okay? There's some very prosperous energy here. Somebody is going to be able to make something grow. Somebody is going to be fruitful, prosperous, and abundant. And somebody could be helping you, because I do see the King of Cups. These are two masculine energies, whether it's male or female. But the masculine energies, they actually take action. Okay? And the King of Cups is Scorpio energy, but it's a person who can figure out what another needs, you know? Figure out what someone's needs are. Figure out what their own needs are, okay? So you could be, like I said, you could be helping someone else. This could be the energy where you're schooling a child, you know? This could be like life lessons that you're schooling a child so that they can grow, so they can elevate, so they can evolve, right? You may be letting someone know about cycles in life, or you could be letting them know about their own patterns, their own cyclical energy that you're noticing, you know? And it's going to help them. It's going to help them grow, help them evolve. I want to say, if you are talking to someone and you are finding the right words so that they, you know, how, you know, if you're noticing how they receive your message and you're intentional about giving them information, knowledge, wisdom that will help them, they're appreciative. I'm getting some sort of appreciative energy. And this could be you, you know, roles could be reversed at 5 times closed, take it as it resonates. This could be an authoritative, like a supervisor, a manager. They see the work that you put in and they want to grant you more. They want to grant you a raise. They want to grant you, you know, approval. They want to say to you, you know, hey, why don't you go to this training? It will help you level up. And I feel, you know, that that's what's taking place here. Even if it's a relationship, something is leveling up. Let's move on to the why. Holy Spirit, why is the why here? Why is the why here? Let's see. Ooh. We have the angel here helping you to not only be patient while you water your dreams, this relationship, or the many things that you may have going on. You may have 3 different focused energy. It could be children, job, partnership. Children, career, or entrepreneurship, and romantic partnership for some of you. I see 3 different things happening here. And they're all happening in tandem. But there's a level up here for you. The angel is guiding you. The angel is helping you have that perfect peace, that perfect assurance, that perfect balance. Okay, the perfect blend is what I'm getting. And this is coming up over the why. So I feel like there's some sort of internal guidance here to get you out of a cycle that you have been on. Okay, there's a shift, is what I get, and it's something worth looking forward to. The world is giving me a shift, like it's the Wheel of Fortune, but we know that it's a completion, right? It's a completion. Some cycle is ended, so a new cycle can begin. Something has been completed, something has been accomplished, or something will be, I should say, it will be accomplished here. With patience, with time, with nurturing energy, with watering this. Well, what's the why? Because the angel wants to know. Okay, maybe the why is this my purposeful journey? Do we make a great team? They want to give you assurance, though. Okay, let's see. Or maybe that's what you're seeking. You're seeking assurance. Yeah, it's very spiritual with the Hangman. It's like I want to make moves, but I want it to be right. I'm getting something about justice here. Okay, it's important that you move from an energy of balance and sure-footedness, groundedness. Because at the end of the day, it's about accountability is what I'm hearing. You know, you want to do what's fair, what's right, what's just. You want to look at all angles. And so the angel is showing you the way that you can get what it is you want in a perfect way. Okay, like I said, perfect assurance. Yeah, look, with the 4 of Cups. This 4 of Cups is not the same kind of 4 of Cups where Spirit Guide Source is giving you something out of the blue that you don't see coming. Every single 4 cup is there. It's there. And you're literally manifesting. You are meditating on it. That's what I'm getting here. You're meditating on it. So this is the overall energy. So I'm getting, you see how this is very grounded as well. It's very much intentional with the guides. Some of you, your intuition is super important to follow how you're being guided, where you're being guided, where you're being led, especially when it pertains to your dreams, your downloads. It's very, very spiritual. Very spiritual. And here's the Queen of Swords with the 9 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. There's something here about your own legacy and the hard work that you're putting in to cultivate something, to get wish fulfillment. And you will have it. It's what you don't see coming here, but it is going to take bold energy. And I feel that there's somebody else here with you. And I feel like Spirit is saying, take your time, you know, make sure you're looking at all the possibilities that Spirit Guide Source has laid before you. You could be praying for these things, you could be manifesting these things, or you could be meditating and getting the guidance, okay, here. I am getting something about protective, though. You're building a firm foundation, and whoever you're collaborating with, whoever you are building with, And even if this is someone asking your advice and you're schooling someone, you're letting them know about the firm like how you build from scratch. Somebody could be building something from scratch, investing, and they may feel like they have to protect their investment. Somebody may have learned some hard lessons from the past, but that's behind you, but it's also a part of your why. It's like Spirit God Source wants you, you know what else I'm hearing? Spirit God Source wants you to recognize, with the Hangman, wants you to recognize how you receive the messages from your guides. There's something here about how you respond when you're being tested. Okay, that's what I'm getting. How do you respond when you are being tested, when everything isn't perfect, when everything isn't falling exactly the way you want, as fast as you want? How do you respond to that? There's a lesson, something that happened in the past, or something that, a lesson, you know? It's like patterns and behaviors of the past that you're leveling up from. I see 4-4 here, so you are divinely guided. You are divinely protected with the angel that came out at first. I do see this energy where Spirit God Source is asking you to be patient and know that everything will be fine. Know that you're building something from scratch and that it is protected. You see? It is protected. And I feel there's something here about this why. It's like, how do you respond when you are being tested? Do you trust? Do you go with flow? Or do you hang on to the end result? Because the angel, God, Spirit Source, is going to give you perfect alignment, perfect balance, divine, divine timing, and perfect peace. And I feel like that's what you need to stay in, an energy that is grounded, balanced, but do your part. Do everything. Do what you're supposed to do here, and watch how things pay off for you. Because remember, we saw the 9 of Cups with you. It's a wish being fulfilled here. Here it is. Okay, the King of Cups. So I feel that this is the emotions. Are you emotionally mature and balanced, knowing? Because the King of Cups usually is out on the water, in the ocean, and the water is troubled. You know what I'm saying? It's choppy, but they have help behind them. The angel has your back. You don't have to see it. You just go in faith. Okay? I was getting the angel as the it kind of looked like the Fool to me for a moment there. I'm getting faith, protection, guidance. This is yours, is what I'm getting. This is yours. Like I said, perfect peace with the 4 of Swords. They don't want you to hold on to the end result. So now we have 444 in this reading for you, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. Yeah, this is you bossing up, leveling up. In all aspects, like I said, I see 3 different aspects here. I see children. Okay, this could be a father. This could be, an authoritative, so career. It could be an authoritative. It could be your entrepreneurship. It's definitely Aries with the Yang energy here, right? It's all about the self. It's about your purposeful journey. It's about the action steps and the plan that you're going to take. I feel like you're going to leave something to gain something. Okay, sometimes you got to lose to win. You know what I'm saying? I see you here winning. I see you here getting the recognition and reward. I see you needing to leave something behind so that you can take full control, full authority, full ownership and accountability. I'm also getting whatever it is you need to take care of it. You know, there's a huge plan that's in play, a divine plan that's in play. The thing is, Spirit wants you to have this. Spirit wants you to be that entrepreneur, be that CEO, be the head of that company, be the face of that brand. You know, be in this partnership, be in this relationship. There's 3 kings out here. I feel that's awesome, male or female, because these are the people who are going to take action in different ways on your behalf. We saw the King of Pentacles, we saw the King of Swords, we saw the King of Cups. The only one that's missing is the King of Wands. But the Emperor is here. The Emperor may have the King of Wands in him already. That could be you. You know, maybe you learned from some past hasty decisions that were made. Even on behalf of other people. You have learned, you have leveled up. You're leaving some energy behind that you learned already. And you could even be teaching others, you know, about this kind of wisdom of knowing when to, you know, be sure-footed and kind of take your time, you know, and build up this plant, you know, and plant those seeds and keep on, you know, keep on watering it. You're going to blossom and bloom and get the results that you want, with patience, with time. Okay. I see you being emotionally mature and kind of having no regrets, having perfect peace, right? That's what I'm getting so far. Let's find out what the Four of Cups is about. I'm getting don't leave something until you're sure that that's not what you want to do or what you want to have, right? Didn't one of the cards say something about make sure that you really, really want what you're wishing for and praying for and manifesting? So you just want to be sure with the Four of Cups. You want to be sure. There's the energy of peace here. I leave the window open. It's so hot in New York, right? And my cat goes outside on the window ledge. It scares me, okay? Yeah, the Four of Cups. There's something about you taking it slow when it pertains to a relationship or something that you want to dedicate your time and your energy into. I feel that you have to be all in, whatever it is that you are, whatever this reading is talking about. Any 3 of those aspects. You want to be all in, okay? Somebody's child could be going to live with a father, a grandfather, the mother, or something like that. There could be some sort of travel here. And it's like you want to be sure that that's what you really want to do. You want to be sure that someone else is really the person for the job, that they are mature with all of these kings and the emperor here, that they're going to take the right action on somebody's behalf. I see that there is protection, all right? And I feel the Spirit God Source is going to give you the answers so that you can have perfect peace in regards to whatever this decision is that you're making. Because I see the energy here that something is going to move fast, or you're going to be determined to have a conversation or figure something out. I also see with the Lovers here, this could be a relationship, okay? But, you know, the Lovers could be you needing to be in full balance, as I mentioned. You need to be in balance with your masculine and your feminine energy so that you can make harmonious decisions that you can live with, all right? I do feel like there are, for others of you, there's opportunities coming in fast. And instead of you making hasty, yes, I'll do it, yes, you know, I agree. Instead of you doing that, you're going to take some time to take it to the Most High first, or take it to this angel. You're going to take time. And this could be something that you're explaining to other people as well. Like I mentioned, you could be a guide. Spirit God Source could be using you, you know, to channel or talk with other people about certain things here. I'm also getting the more generous you are to others, more generosity comes to you. And as I say that, the Ace of Pentacles pops out. This is about the Four of Swords. So you could be making, wow, with the Six of Wands. Look at here, look at here. There's a great accomplishment that's taking place. Some of you, you're going to be able to make funds in your sleep. Others of you, there's an answered prayer. There's a promise that's coming into you, towards you. Okay, and it won't miss you. These opportunities, they're golden. They're golden opportunities. They are new ideals, proposals. It could be a person, right, coming into your life. But nevertheless, whatever this answered prayer is, it's bringing with it success, abundance, more is what I want to say, is overflow. There's money in hand. This could be the help that you need. This could be the money that you need to pay off a loan. This could be the ideal that you need. It could be the partnership that you need. It's what you want, what you need. Spirit guide source is like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the more generous you are, it's a level up. You're leveling up. The more that you learn, the more you're going to get, and you're going to be successful, and it's going to show. Everybody's going to be able to see this. You're going to be, you're going to have perfect peace. If this is about relationships, when you have these conversations, when you're in harmony with this person, whatever questions you have, you're taking it to the Most High or this angel, and then they're showing you with the Hangman. They're giving you a new perspective. They're giving you the information and the answers that you seek, and you're getting what it is that you want, or at least an opportunity to get what you want here. What's the Four of Pentacles about? Because I feel this protective energy, but like I said, you are protected. Let's see. The Four of Pentacles sometimes could be like therapy for me. Wow. It's the Sun. So you're going to have an awareness of how to take control of something, or how to build more, or how to have a startup. This could be a fresh start. This could be something old that we've already began to work on this, or to build this. We prepared the foundation, but we were paused. There were delays. There wasn't an answer that you needed. Now you have a simple solution. Now you have spiritual awareness. Now you have an answer here, and it feels freaking good. Okay, it feels good. You're moving into this energy. Like I said, as long as you know the why, or like the card said, as long as you know the why, and it's with good intention, and you really know why you want something, why you want to manifest this. What is the reason? Does it serve the greater and higher good of you and others? Like, as long as you're in alignment with that, Spirit God Source is going to give you they're going to give you everything that you need. Everything. The courage. They're going to give you the followers. They're going to give you the achievement. They're going to give you the oomph of, I won, I can do this, and I could even do more. Like, they're going to give you what it is that you need and seek. Especially, like I said, patience, the money, the funds. They're going to give you everything that you're seeking. Nothing can stop you. I'm hearing that song, Ain't Nothing, No Mountain High Enough. Bottom of this deck, we do have the Star. Let's see what we can get regarding this Emperor energy here, and then bring out, look at that, the Hierophant. It's something you're going to dedicate yourself to. Okay, I feel the energy here that this is your belief systems as well. There's so many messages in here. It's like, for some, this is, how do you test yourself? How do you react when you're being tested? How do you react when things are going slower than you wanted to? Do you bail, or do you get motivated by that? Like, and it's also when you're being tested by other people. Do you go off the chain, or do you look within, find out why it's triggering you and things like that, and move forward in a patient and balanced way? Or do you allow people to knock you off your square, right? Because I'm getting new levels, new devils, right? Because this is the drama card that you ain't got no time for. You can meditate, zen out, speak to God, speak to the angels who have perfect peace and protection for you and guidance and spiritual abundance and awareness, and balance out your own individual energies and stay with it, you know, stay with it. Whatever this goal, this dream, this desire is, whatever finish line you're trying to cross, whatever goals you're trying to meet, whatever your aim is, but why do you want that? Okay? So there's a lot of messages here. I also see the energy that somebody new could be coming into your life, and they are literally being magnetized to you because they're a part of this purposeful journey with you, whether it's a collaboration, a relationship. And of course, this won't be for everybody. Take it as it resonates, but you can learn together. They're going to teach you something about your past and show you literally how, if you self-reflect, you'll see how you've healed and you leveled up, vice versa. You know, because I see the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could definitely be a collaboration, a romantic relationship, where two people are different, but you come together and you're able to do this build together. Okay, like I said, Spirit God Source is bringing you a promise. Spirit God Source is bringing you whatever you have been hoping for. This could also be a contract. But all of these cards, the Two of Cups, the Temperance, and the Lovers, is giving me balanced, patient communications. So there's something about that here as well. Yeah, here it is. Three of Pentacles, which talks about talks and the guidance of the wise one here, the sage, showing you how to win, man, you know, in regards to all three aspects I talked about. Some of you, there's going to be a discovery, something that you find out, okay? It's going to be made very, very clear. And you're going to ask yourself, or you're being asked to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I getting involved? Why do I want this partnership? Why do I want the collaboration? Why do I want to help? Why do I want a school? Why do I want to, be the face of this brand? Why do I want to start off this new entrepreneurship? Or why do I want to pick up something when I already have something going on? Why do I want to combine these two things? You know what I mean? Is it in alignment with your perfect, with the divine's perfect plan for you? Okay? Is it what you really align with, is what I want to say. Okay? Something could be a bit competitive, and that is where the tests come in, right? That's where the tenacity, the perseverance, the test comes in. Because this is going to take time to build, whatever this new thing is, this new relationship, this new communication style, this new business, this new thing. It's going to take time, patience, and perseverance. But you're on the right track here. So what I would say is think about, if you're thinking about leaving something behind, really ponder on it before you just give it up, because you don't want any, regrets. But it might be the right thing for you to do. I don't know. You know, not me. Okay? The wisdom is reflecting, going within, and asking yourself the tough questions. I feel that you're headed in the right direction. I feel the more you give, the more you get. I feel that there is a huge shift here taking place for you. So again, what could this, what has been completed here? Ooh, wow. This whole deck spilled over, and we got Aries here once again with the Page of Swords once again. Okay, but a card flew over here. Wow, what's coming to an end is uncertainty. That's what the world is about. You're getting clarity. You're getting realization. There's an energy here where you can see clearly. Okay? You have an understanding as well. And there's also this energy here where you're no longer questioning certain things regarding past. Okay? Like, let's say you were questioning your intuition. You're no longer going to be doing that. You were questioning what you want to study. You're no longer doing that. You were questioning if you want to talk to this person. You're no longer doing that. Or that's what's coming up for you. Now you're going to be clear about the action steps you want to take. But Spirit is saying, even though you may be clear, it's still important for you to go within, meditate, reflect, you know, spend some time in the sun, spend some time with Source, pray. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what comes towards you, you're not knocked off of your square. You're not, you know, being tested or poked, and all of a sudden you're doing something completely different because of outside energies. You are protected. You are in alignment, and Spirit Guide Source is going to make sure they keep you on track. But it's our responsibility to stay connected. It's our responsibility to seek the answers. It's our responsibility. Yeah, look at these cards flying out. 3 of Swords reversed. You are healed. You have certainty. You're no longer in the fog. If this was brain fog, you're no longer in that. There's a healing energy that's taking place. Okay? Yeah, regarding people's comments, regarding people's remarks. Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune with the 5 of Swords. Is this like the energy of people's, with the 9 of Pentacles? Is this people's opinions? Is this the energy of mean girl, mean guy energy, mind games and manipulation, people trying to keep us stuck, you know? People, and rather as people or not, at the end of the day, it's our responsibility, right? Whatever decisions we make, it's the decisions we make, and we deal with the consequences. But I see an energy of 8 of Swords, and this could be conversations, this could be conflicts, it could be an inner conflict, it could just be mindful, it could be any of those things, okay? I see you moving more into harmony now. I see you healing. I see you knowing yourself better in this shift. And it's beautiful, okay? Ain't no mountain high enough. You're going to be able to achieve your dreams and your goals.